weather. Here is Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
Oh, no. The state park is here. We want to hear what they have to say about what's going on during this month of November. Of course, it's a pretty quiet day out there. I don't think there's any fundraisers today, no donations. But tomorrow's the blood drive, and today getting somewhere up near those record temperatures. But it's pretty quiet out there, I promise you. Sunset, unless you guys want to talk about that. Temperatures over the last 24 hours all the way down into those lower 40s. A good 40-degree run up into those lower 80s, and we're already cooling off. I'm keeping an eye on some of those warmer temperatures tonight with those winds out of the south, but they finally calmed down. 81 in San Angelo, everybody else in a combination of lower 80s, those upper 70s, always looking for 10 degrees, especially when it's as slow as it is today. 81 in Robert Lee, no, 82 in Robert Lee, 81 in San Angelo, 79 down there in Sonora, 3 degrees across the entire Concho Valley for a beautiful Wednesday, halfway through the week, but it's pretty difficult when you have to work Monday, you're off Tuesday, and you're right back at work on Wednesday. Dew points are in those 30s all across the entire board, except up into those 40s off towards the southeast. Of course, dew points in those 20s across the entire region, but of course we're still holding on to some of this drier weather. It looks like the rain's sliding further down the schedule because the cutoff low is taking its time off the west coast. Now you're getting a better idea of it with the upper level winds. It's going to join the rest of the upper level pattern by next week, and then of course another cutoff low off the west coast, but we'll see if it wants to show up. Now of course atmospheric moisture is going to show us how the cold air and the moist air is going to linger around the west coast. I'm keeping my eye on when it decides it wants to make its way onshore around the four corners. We're going to see how much moisture it dumps across the Rocky Mountains to get a better idea if it's going to show up as any rain here in the Concho Valley. Of course, take a good look at these temperatures. We're talking about near record heating, but of course near the upper 80s by kickoff. That's of course Friday right around the corner, and you have 15 days to go until Thanksgiving if you guys are keeping track. Now, we're looking at the severe weather outlook quiet across the entire United States for the third day in a row, and we take it down to the surface because there's not even red flag alerts right now. No freeze warning, so this is pretty normal this time of the year. Everybody just has their eye on the cutoff low and all that moisture making its way onshore. We take it into the futurecast. Rounds of snow and rain are going to make their way across the Rocky Mountains, parts of California, into Washington and Oregon. Keep your eye on how stationary this storm stays. So it's just pumping a whole lot of moisture onto the Rocky Mountains, and I guarantee you it is already time to start skiing. A lot of those sort of snow lodges are opening up already. In case you guys don't know, there is a atmospheric station there in Aspen, Colorado that tracks how much snow is going to make its way down. 13,000 feet, and they've been busy since about October. Tonight, all the way back down into those mid-40s, but it's going to be a beautiful evening. Then tomorrow, a good run in those mid-80s. Come by, save a life, then find yourself a snack, and let's recharge for Friday because it's going to be a busy one. I believe this is playoff weekend. Now, as we get closer towards the weekend, the third weekend in November, still holding on to those dry conditions because I'm on the lookout for this rain. I know yesterday I said it was going to be here by the weekend. Take a good look. It's moving down the schedule somewhere around Tuesday or Wednesday. We could drop all the way down into those upper 70s while those overnight lows just stay in those mid-50s. Stay tuned. I'll go up the break. You're watching KSAN News.